We just assume that the Green Bay Packers front office is this factory of elite football talent. The reality is they've gone from Brett Favre to Aaron Rodgers. And when you have that quarterback position extremely well taken care of, it
Life's
covers
easier.
up a lot of flaws.
Right.
And Chris, look, I don't want to get philosophical here, but point I've made in the past, when you don't have an owner, when you're a corporation, you know, that same burning desire that a Jerry Jones has to win a Super Bowl, I don't know that there's anyone in the Packers organization above the players or the coaches that have that same burning desire, that are willing to go out and spend whatever it takes. One of the stories Aaron Rodgers tells about Ted Thompson is that Thompson called him in 2007 when there were rumors that they were going to go after Randy Moss, and he just wanted Aaron Rodgers to know those were just rumors. They weren't going to do it. Okay, fine. Why didn't you do it? Look at what Randy Moss did in 2007.
Yeah.
Oh, these are just rumors. Well, and Aaron, we just want you to know the rumors. Well, okay, maybe Aaron should have said to him, well, if I'm going to be the starter here in 2008, it sure would be nice to have that guy running the pass routes and making my life easier. Why don't we do it? Why don't they do it? And again, I don't sense from the Packers organization the overwhelming obsession, and it could be a bad thing. You could go all in and mortgage your future.
Right.
You could do reckless, dumb things.
Right.
There are drawbacks to having that one person who can catch the wild hare any given day and fire this person or sign that person or make that trade or whatever. But they never seem to have that single-minded obsession each and every year. And it's pragmatic. It's corporate thinking. Hey, it's too damn hard to try to bend the Lombardi Trophy your way. All we can do is get ourselves in a position where we're in the vicinity of the top of the mountain. And if everything works out just perfectly and we make it to the top, great. But as long as we're in the vicinity, we're going to make a ton of money. Our season ticket waiting list is going to be 70 years long, and we're going to be just fine. For a rinky-dink little, and I hate to say it, I live in a rinky-dink state, but a rinky-dink town in Wisconsin that somehow has, it kind of dawned on me last night, think about the modern NFL. And there's this little town in Green Bay that's got one of the best franchises in the NFL. It's an amazing story.
It is.
But they don't have that obsession.
No.
That burning obsession in the organization. I don't see it to win the Super Bowl every year like other teams have.
No, we don't see that we never see that moment where they push the chips in the middle of the pile and they go, we're going for it. Like, now's the time. Here we go. It's crazy because, like, those type of moves have won them Super Bowls. Oh, wait, we need a quarterback. Let's trade for one. Oh, his name's Brett Favre. Oh, now we're in the Super Bowl mix. Oh, we need some defensive players. Oh, free agency, first time it's ever been invented in the NFL. Let's sign Reggie White. Oh, you went to 2 Super Bowls. 15 years later, we need somebody in the secondary. Charles Woodson, you go to the Super Bowl. I mean, they've had very few big-time offseason acquisitions like that or moves like that, and it's led to good things. You would think they'd look at that and go, man, that's kind of worked out for us when we've made moves like that. And, yeah, that's where I fight back against everything, Mike. It's just – It's the Chiefs, how they just reorganized their roster this year. I mean, you got an all-pro left tackle, all-pro guard. We got Jerron Reed, who's a Pro Bowl defensive tackle. We traded for Mike Hughes. We're going all in again in Kansas City. Tampa's, of course, kept that team together, but Brady always through the years, like you said, whether it's Randy Moss through the draft, making trades for Aqib Talib, Darrelle Revis, Stephon Gilmore, all of them are going to the Hall of Fame at corner, let alone other guys that New England has acquired. That's where Rodgers feels cheated, and that's where I understand him getting sensitive at times when people put him in that conversation but go, yeah, but he can't win the big ones against them. And I want to go, yeah, because it's not fair. And I think your point about the ownership and all that is very real. I do. The ownership has that ownership of the team. It's his little baby, and he feels like it reflects on him when the team doesn't win a Super Bowl or do that. And, of course, when the owner, who's a billionaire and usually has an ego like that anyways, yes, he tends to go a little bit more aggressive and go like, I want it now. Let's make a move. Let's do it. And there is not that in Green Bay, and I think that kind of jumps out to everybody around the league at times.
And the pushback that you'll get from people with the Packers or people who cover the Packers or Packers fans is, hey, we'd rather not have Jerry Jones. We'd rather not have Daniel Snyder. Well, that's fine, but you also don't have Robert Kraft.
Yeah, right.
And you don't have what the Glazers have been willing to do in Tampa. Now, that has not been a shining beacon of proper functionality in recent years, but they got it together. They figured it out. They made the moves, and they kept everybody there. I mean, they saw the opportunity to get Tom Brady, and they got him knowing that it would transform the franchise. Not that the Packers would have been in the mix for Brady, but still, it's about making the right moves at the right time and showing that burning desire to get to the top of the mountain, not just stay in the vicinity of the top of the mountain, but get there. Let's get there. Chiefs lose the Super Bowl, and like you said, they identify exactly what they need to do to get back and win it. The Buccaneers identify exactly what they need to do to get back and win it. Other teams, you look around at the moves they made. The Patriots, everything they did. Hey, we didn't make it to the playoffs. Our roster stinks. Let's do what we have to do to make our roster better. Where is that from Green Bay? It's always draft and develop, draft and develop, draft and develop. Draft and develop, not let's go out and find some good players that we think fit our culture, that will help us get better, because they don't want to be wrong. They'd rather do nothing than do something that blows up on them. But that's part of the risk you take when you go out and sign a Joe Thuney or, make the big splash like the 49ers did, trading up for a quarterback that they hope is going to be a generational talent. You take the risk, you're going to get it wrong.
Right.
Well, you never get it wrong if you don't take the risk. But if you don't take the risk, you never get it right.
Yeah, that's right. The league is too close. The league is too close. I've had this, conversation with a few people, lately, just where when you get to the top teams, I mean, yeah, they all can execute. They can all throw the ball and catch the ball well. They all got studs on the defense for the most part. When we get to those top teams, it comes down to a lot of games, a handful of plays every game, 4 or 5 plays. And who's got, the Jimmies and the Joes that are going to make the play? Who's got it? That's the difference. I mean, the NFL is just so close right now. And that's where players and aggressive moves in free agency, certainly come into play. And I think that's where they have dropped the ball. That's where I get frustrated about it. And listen, you could be a team that has their formula, right? Like the Pittsburgh Steelers are a little bit like that. But then show me you can draft the superstars the Steelers can. Because that's the other, they're like you guys a little bit. They like to, it's homegrown, here's our guys. But damn, they draft T.J. Watt and Bud Dupree and Cam Hayward and Sevon Tuitt. But then every now and then they make a move. Oh, Minkah Fitzpatrick. Oh, look at him. Hey, he's one of the best safeties in football. But they have a better track record of drafting difference-making type players. But the rest
drafting for need, immediate need, not draft and develop.
Exactly.
We need a running back. Let's get Najee Harris.
Right. They go for it.
We need a pass rusher. Let's get T.J. Watt. Yes, that's the difference. Because the Steelers do have that.
Yes.
From the Rooneys down, burning desire every year to win the Super Bowl. They bring Big Ben back because he gives them a better chance to win the Super Bowl than any other option that they currently had. Yes, it may have been better for the team to take a step back this year. They don't take step backs. They're always pushing forward. And if their effort to push forward knocks them back, they'll deal with it, and they'll get up, and they'll keep pushing forward.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.